NFL Today on CBS Sports is presented by Southwest Airlines. Low fares, no hidden fees. That's transparency.
And welcome back to the NFL Today. Right now, the Bills and the Panthers are getting set for their matchup. And as we approach kickoff, let's send you out live to Charlotte with our announcers, Kevin Harlan and Rich Gannon.
82 degrees in Charlotte this afternoon with a couple Week 1 winners meeting as the Buffalo Bills take on the Carolina Panthers. Former Panther defensive coordinator Sean McDermott is now the head coach of the Bills, devising plans to stop the rehabilitating Carolina quarterback Cam Newton, all serving as part of our backdrop this afternoon. Pleasant good afternoon, everyone, with the former NFL MVP Rich Gannon, Kevin Harlan, and welcome to the Carolina. It's kind of interesting, isn't it, that Carolina quarterback Cam Newton is going to see his old defensive coordinator today.
Yeah, Kevin, you know Sean McDermott has intimate knowledge about Carolina's scheme and their personnel, but at the end of the day, it really does boil down to execution. I do know this, though, as a player, as a coach, if you get a chance to come back and play against your former team, you want to be at your best.
Well, as Newton was saying, he knows everything about me. What's there not to know? Which leads us to his uneven performance last week in San Francisco and the next-gen stats in the opener last week out in the Bay Area.
Yeah, didn't play much in the preseason, and as a result, I thought he looked rusty. The majority of his throws were less than 10 yards, and he had just 3 throws of 20 yards or more, one of which was intercepted, another was incomplete. Clearly, he is not 100%, but remember, we are talking about a former NFL MVP who's capable of taking a game over at any time with his arm or his legs. In fact, his 48 rushing touchdowns are the most all-time by any quarterback, and at 6'5", 245 pounds, he has a very unique skill set at the quarterback position. Kevin, I am anxious to see him play here today against the Bills.
And Rich, as you were saying earlier, the Panthers running backs offer a very diverse attack.
Yes, it's an offense that's committed to running the football. They feature 2 backs who are very different. Jonathan Stewart is more of a between the tackles, downhill power runner that's capable of yards after contact, while the rookie Christian McCaffrey is more of a scat back. Kevin, he wants to bounce runs to the edge and use his speed and quickness.
All right, now for the great Buffalo running back, LaShawn McCoy. He was electrifying last week with over 100 yards on the ground and 5 receptions. Rich, in every way, he was terrific.
He's a game wrecker. I mean, he can score anytime he touches the football, and I just love his patience. You just watch him here last week against the Jets. The front side, they do a good job getting their blocks and really creating a backside lane for McCoy, and you see they cut the backside. Once he gets up on the second level, I still think he's one of the more difficult tackles in football. It's his speed, his quickness, and his burst through the hole.
Well, he was great. He did not practice on Friday. He has a sore groin, but we talked to Sean McDermott last night, the head coach, and he said nothing to worry about. He'll be raring to go this afternoon, which leads us to the other side of the football, the defense. When you look at what they did against the Jets, what'd you think?
Well, you could see Sean McDermott's fingerprints all over this defense. Last week, they played with great discipline and energy as they held the Jets to just 214 yards of offense. They stuffed the run, and they limited the explosive plays through the air. But this week, they face a much more talented offense in Carolina.
All right, Rich, all this takes us now to Projects Better, brought to you by the Home Depot.
Well, the Bills' best defensive player is Kyle Williams, and although he has 40.5 career sacks, it's the way he plays the run that really gets your attention. He is difficult to move off the ball. And the Panthers have the league's best linebacker right now, Luke Kuechly, who's an absolute tackling machine, and he's terrific versus the pass as well, as evidenced by yet another interception last week against the Niners. And now for the keys. Buffalo has to win the battle in the trenches by controlling the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. And Carolina needs to shut down the run so that they can pin their ears back and have some fun rushing the passer. Make the Bills beat you throwing the football.
A couple of first-place teams getting ready to battle here in Charlotte. The Buffalo Bills, the Carolina Panthers. We come back to Charlotte after this on CBS.
This fall.